time, we will have the Reverend Stephanie Hand, who is the Minister of Evangelism and Discipleship at Providence United Methodist Church, to come and give the invocation.
My sisters and my brothers, would you join me in a time of prayer? God of our weary years, God of our silent tears, it is us again, invoking your Holy Spirit in this place as we commemorate, as we celebrate, and as we, O God, lean on your Spirit to cast vision on our future. Lord, you have brought us from a mighty, mighty long way, and today, at this moment, in our seats, in this space, we offer thanks to you. For it has been your hand that has broken down the walls of injustice. It has been your hands, oh God, that has softened the hardened hearts that lead our great country. And for that, oh God, we are grateful. Now, God, as we commune one with another and as we pontificate on the possibilities of our future and as we look at what's happening in our present day society, Lord, we just ask that you lead us and that you guide us in the direction in which we should go, that we will align our will up with your will. And when we do that, oh God, you have shown us that you are faithful and that you are just. You remind us by leaders of our past that injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. So help us, give us the bold tenacity to continue to forge forward into the future and to continue to pass the mantle on to the sisters who are coming behind us. Oh God, as we respect all religious faith under the sound of my voice, and as we honor the ones in which we embrace, we commend it to you now, O God, our great Creator. And the sons and daughters of God said together, amen. Amen.
Thank you, Reverend Hand. At this time, we will have the welcome from Lisa Yara, who is one of the members of the Women's Advisory Board from Mecklenburg County. Women's Equality Day, inspire, lead, and celebrate.
Good evening. On behalf of the Women's Advisory Board, I'd like to welcome you to our second annual Women's Equality Day celebration. In 1971, the United States Congress designated August 26th as Women's Equality Day to commemorate the 1920 passage of the 19th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution. The 19th Amendment gave women the right to vote, but it did not, however, guarantee equality of rights for women. In 1923, the Equal Rights Amendment was first proposed. The Equal Rights Amendment stated that the equality of rights under the law would not be denied or abridged by the United States on account of any sex. Although the Equal Rights Amendment has been introduced nearly every congressional session since 1923, it is yet to be passed. Tonight we'll learn a little bit more about what the consequences of women's lack of equal protection under the U.S. law results for women in our community. In Charlotte-Mecklenburg, women continue to earn less than men for the same work requiring the same level of skills and education. In Charlotte-Mecklenburg, that's about 78 cents to the dollar. There are more women living in poverty in Charlotte-Mecklenburg in their later years than any other group. In Charlotte-Mecklenburg, there are significant numbers of families who spend 30% of their income or more on childcare, and there are significant numbers of families who spend more than 30% on housing. And we still have yet to receive parity in political representation. In Charlotte, 2 of our 12 city councilors are women, and 2 of our 9 county commissioners are women. And fewer than 30% of the boards and commissions in Charlotte and Mecklenburg are women. Tonight you'll hear from a number of esteemed panelists to talk about women's history, the history of equal rights movement, how women are faring in terms of economic status here in the community. We'll hear about legal representation and women in the law, And I hope that ultimately you come away inspired and empowered to advocate on behalf of yourself and our community.
Thank you. At this time, we were asking for greetings from our chair of the Board of County Commission, and I don't think she has entered the building, or the Honorable Anthony Fox. It's Mayor Fox. Okay, we expect both of them. However, we will ask at this time, we're going to go to our chair, Dr. Angela Fryer, to bring recognitions during this time. We will have greetings from our chair of the Women's Advisory Board, Angela Fryer, and the recognitions will come at the end.
We do want to follow the program, and I do want to welcome all of you. It is so nice to see all of you here together, and I thought about the book that I am reading again the second time, The Memoirs of Dorothy Height. If you haven't read that, you need to. You will think back to this moment where we, in 2011, a group of women from all different backgrounds, all different religions, ethnicities, to see us come together to celebrate Women's Equality Day. It's really, really nice from where I'm standing to see this, because we have so much more in common than we have uncommon. So thank you so much. Jennifer Roberts has just been a beacon of support for us, and she always tries to come here when we're here. And we've just had our Honorable Mayor, Anthony Fox, to walk in, and we'll stop at this point and let you come right on up.
He does answer prayer.
Good evening. Good evening. It's great to be with you and to be among you for the celebration tonight and for the conversation about what it means in 2011 to inspire, lead, and celebrate. I want to tell you just personally, looking across this room, I see so much leadership in this room, from Betty Chapin-Rash, who is our first female mayor pro tem. And I'm thinking about Liz Hare. I don't see her, but I might. But really the dean of women elected officials in our county, who was the lead vote getter when she ran for county commission at large. And the tradition was that if you were the lead vote getter, you became the chair. But that first term, she wasn't elected to be chair. It was only after doing it again in which she became chair. But this whole county has been changed by the types of leaders that we have. And I think today about Jennifer Roberts, our county commission chair, who is showing that next generation of leadership in our city, and there are many, many more, but we need more. I was looking today in the city government center at the appointments that I had made to city, county boards and commissions, which is really kind of our farm system for getting people into elected office. And I looked at mine and I looked at my predecessors, and I'm not joking, 90% of the appointments before were men. And in the last 2 years, we've had just about 50% of the appointments have been women. So as much progress has been made, there's still a lot more to do. And one last reflection on tonight before I read this proclamation is that I grew up with a mom who was 19 when I was born, who had the struggles of someone who had a career, who had a child, and who had a bit of a support system with my grandparents, but who struggled. I remember many times coming home, my mom asked me how my homework went as she was trying to get dinner ready, as she was trying to think about what was going to happen the next day. And as she was dealing with the stress of knowing that she had capacities that weren't being realized in the workplace. And so as a child, I grew up watching this. And it's a part of the way that I look at the world, that we've got to do more to make sure every single person who has the capacity to help move this community forward, whether it's a woman or a man, has that opportunity to let their light shine. So anyway, I thought I would share some of those reflections. I do have a proclamation that I was asked to bring with me, which I have, and I scooted out of the city council meeting to come here, so I'm going to scoot back to it after this. Whereas August 26, 2011 will celebrate the 91st anniversary of the United States women winning the right to vote, which was voiced at the first Women's Rights Convention in 1848. And whereas this nonviolent campaign was waged by tens of thousands of remarkable women who arose in each state and worked to secure civil rights and political independence for American women. And whereas through the hard work and perseverance of American suffragists, the 19th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution was officially approved on August 26, 1920. And whereas for over 3 generations, American suffragists played a major role in writing women into history, as they remembered and honored the women who came before them, and by preserving their stories in monumental book series, The History of Women's Suffrage. And whereas each year a presidential proclamation recognizes and offers a special opportunity to pay tribute to these women's courage, determination, tenacity, and to their lasting achievement. Now, therefore, I, Mayor Anthony R. Fox, do hereby proclaim August 26, 2011 as Women's Equality Day. And I commend its observance to all citizens, and I pray that as my lifetime goes forward, that every woman who grows up in this community or any place in this country knows that there is no door to which she cannot walk through. Thank you.
Okay, well, we are flying by the seat of our pants, but apparently that's what we do best. So I'd like to go ahead and introduce to you our first